Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a DIY flower wall. So what I'm going to be using, I'm going to go over my supplies really quick and how I came up with this idea. I was in Michael's and I saw these grids. As you can see, like this is the back. This is like a grid with flowers on it. So I thought that this would be perfect for a flower wall. You can basically just put a tack in your wall and then hang these up. So I have a couple that I can show you. So you can just like put these together and basically build your flower wall that way. And it's like easy, it's very cost effective, and it doesn't take a lot of work to build this flower wall. And you can make it as big as you want. You can put it in however tall, however wide. But the only thing with this is I didn't like the flowers. I thought the flowers were a little bit cheap looking, and I wanted them to be roses instead. And I also wanted a little bit of a pink color to go into my office. Right now my office is white, pink, and gold are my colors. So I thought that this would be perfect to put in my office and just make like either half the wall, or really I just want to do like the whole wall in my office, this flower wall. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my flower wall. I am actually going to be taking these off and putting roses instead. So when you take off these flowers, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this empty grid. Now, I wish I could find a place that sold these grids. If anybody knows of any place to get these, please let me know. But right now, Michael's is the only place that I have found that sells these with the flowers attached. So what I did is I just picked off all of the flowers to get this empty grid, and I'm going to put these roses on this grid. I've purchased 6 of these right now, and I'll give you a little close-up of these roses. One is just pink, and then the other one is pink, but it has like a little white on the outer portion of it. So I'm gonna mix these together to kind of get a little bit of dimension. But this is what they look like right now. And like I said, I purchased these from downtown LA. There's a place called Christie Flowers off of 8th Street, I believe, which I'll link their information below in my comments. But these flowers were pretty much $1 each. And you can go to Hobby Lobby. They have deals on flowers as well. Now, one thing that I do suggest is, because I'm using this type of grid, this grid has these points on it, and I'm actually going to take the flowers off of this bouquet and put it onto the grid. And what I'm talking about is basically you can just pull these off, and then you can stick the point from the grid into the flower like so. So this is what I'm going to do. So I want to give you a little tip. When you go out to purchase your roses or whatever type of flowers that you're gonna use, make sure that they're the ones that you can actually like pull off of the stem like that. You don't wanna buy the ones that are wire, because then you won't be able to pull them off, and then you won't be able to use this type of technique where you're putting them onto the grid. So I just wanna make sure that I tell you guys that. I made the mistake of trying to buy these beautiful flowers, and they were actually like the wire type, so I wasn't able to put them onto the grid. So just an FYI, just wanted to make sure that I let you know that, so you're not spending all this money on flowers and then when you get home, it's totally pointless. You can't even use them. So that's just a little tip from me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull off all of these roses off of the stem. And also too, I'm gonna pull some of these leaves off because I wanna add that onto the flower wall as well. So now that you have all of your flowers off of the stems, we're gonna go ahead and start pushing them onto the grid. Now what I also recommend is I'm going to be putting it on the outer corner first, this outer row, and then I'm gonna do the second row in between. So every other row, I'm gonna be putting a flower to kind of give it room. Okay, so I have just finished the first grid and I've put all of these flowers on it, as you can see. The one that I bought from Michael's, and then here's mine. But a good idea which also is like to put a frame around your flower wall. I think that would be nice and cute. Okay, so it is a different day. Obviously, I'm in different clothes. I went down to downtown LA to get more flowers and they actually ran out of the flowers that I wanted. So I had to wait a week and a half for them to get more flowers so I could finish my flower wall. So where I'm at right now is, here I can try and show you. I've finished 2 of the grids, right, as you can see. And as I was putting this together, I was like, you know what, I wanna make this a little bit bigger. So I actually added 3 more grids at the bottom. And I wanted to show you how I put the grids together. They actually have like these pokes, as you can see, and each side you can basically connect together. They have little holes right here at the very top, as you can see here. So each grid has that and you can just poke the other side into it and connect the grids. So I'll show you how I did that. And then also too, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought a gold frame that I wanted to show you guys that I wanted to frame my flower wall. I'm going to do 6 of these grids, cover them all with my flowers, and then I'm gonna put a gold frame that I found from Hobby Lobby, and I'll show you my frame. So this is my frame that I found at Hobby Lobby. I paid $40 for this. Regular price is $80, but you know, right now they're having their sale where it's only $40, 50% off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to frame the flower wall inside of this frame and then hang this and the flower wall in my office. So I will show you basically how I put the grids together, and then I'm gonna complete my flower wall and put all the other roses on it. And then I'll show you how to frame it as well and hang it in the office. Well, hang it wherever you want to hang it, but I'm gonna hang mine in the office, so. Okay, so I have no real idea on how I'm even going to hang this on the wall. I've never hung a flower wall inside a frame before, so I'm just gonna try and figure it out, and you can learn from my mistakes, depending on how long it takes me and how many times I have to do this, but we're gonna see how I figure this out. So I'm going to measure 3 feet from the ceiling because I want my frame to sit about 3 feet from the top of the ceiling. And then I'm gonna just put 3 nails and hang the frame. Okay, next I'm gonna nail a couple more in here randomly, and hopefully a couple will get stuck on here. So that is it. I hung the flower wall. I'm like sweating right now. What I did is I just hung the frame. I put 3 nails at the top. I hung the frame, and then I slipped the flower wall inside of the frame, and then I put nails at the top so the grid could sit on top of that, and that's what it looks like. I think it looks really, really nice. I'm glad I didn't cover the whole wall. That probably would have taken me forever to do, but as you can see, it looks nice. I really like the frame around it, and it just kind of adds a little bit more character to my office. I just wanted to show you guys how I would make a flower wall using these grids. And I think the roses look really, really nice. Again, I'll link all of the information to the supplies and where I got my flowers, but I'll also give you a close-up of what it looks like. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box, and I'll answer all questions as best as I can.